the rose quartz there.
And she's so happy.
There we go. Okay. Still worried about my necklace banging into everything. It's funny. Okay. And there. So. Hello.
Hi.
Get to the right one. Okay, so this is for the chakras. So I hit this. So just relax. Take a deep breath. It's very settling, so I want you to just enjoy it.
My head had better be in frame. That's all I've got to say, because this is awesome. I should check again. Can I just check?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. We can just start.
Because my
So your head is like here. You see my hands?
not at all.
Oh yeah, it's good you checked then.
I know. I was just thinking like, I thought my head was going to be on the other. Here we go. Oh, that's. Sorry.
No, move them. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. This is too good to miss, you know?
Yeah. Should I move
There
this?
it is. No, that's good. I can't even see it. Couldn't even really see it. It's all right.
I'm just gonna.
So the frame up here, like, ends at this, like, here to, like, there.
Good. And so the light's not even a problem. Yeah.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna grab a little egg.
Okay.
Just
Thank
so you don't
you.
knock it down.
Thank you. Okay.
I'll keep them on this side, I guess. Okay.
Do I have this in the right
Yeah.
hand?
Yeah. So you have a selenite in one hand and a red jasper in the other. So one's very grounding, one is very angelic connecting.
Yes.
And then the Reiki starts to come through. It combines with the crystal and the tuning fork. And I can really feel it in my heart. It expands the energy and comes through to you. I love working with crystals. They're so nurturing, they're so willing to work. And same with the archangels, they will always come and help. It's in the throat. I'm sorry if that feels weird. Alright. So as the energy starts to come out of me, I have to breathe deeper because I really feel it coming through.
Feels wonderful.
And you notice how much calmer I am here doing this than I was over there.
At the studio?
Yeah.
Or over on the other side
Yeah.
of the studio?
Because it just settles me right in. To the energy flow. chakra. Because of what you're wearing, I can go down to the root and not have to be where belts and stuff are.
Right, right.
So when that happens, I do the hips
Okay.
for the root.
Okay.
So no one has to, be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take the next tuning fork and I'll do the gallbladder meridian. So I'll start at the third eye. This will feel different, doesn't it?
Mm.
It's much stronger.
Mm-hmm. So this is a different tuning fork?
Yeah. It's very good for pain. It's very good for bringing the oxygen to the body. So I want to do the limbs with this. So I start a little below the shoulder. So by doing this on the limbs, it brings strength to the limbs, it makes it a lot less likely to injure your core body parts. If your limbs are stronger, you have the ability to prevent that so
Wow.
much more often. So I feel like it's a really important piece. And the energy travels through them too. I definitely notice that my legs for the longest time would just be struggling to clear energy through them. I would feel like jolting, jumping, just crazy, like the energy was just trying to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was blocked, almost like a rain stick, it couldn't go fast.
Right, wow.
So, yeah. So this is really helpful for all of that. And it goes through to the bone. You can't use this on a broken bone. If the person has a broken bone, I can't use it on them.
Why not?
Well, because it will vibrate it,
Okay.
and that would be painful.
And, right.
Yeah.
And interrupt the healing where it's supposed to be.
Right. Rather than helping.
Yeah. Interesting. So you feel it, but what I'm feeling is the vibrating, and you can feel it vibrating into the bone.
It goes all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so nice to be able to really manage pain this way, to bring oxygen to the body flow and just really increase circulation well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting point for these, the therapy that you do. It's good for pain management.
It's great for pain management.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of my specialties for some reason with Reiki is to lessen pain, mental and physical. It's really one of my specialties.
Wow.
Yeah, I had someone who had an abscess tooth out of pain for 2 days. He messaged me, I was at a Christmas party, he's like, I'm pain-free. He was just astounded that it had lasted, He's like, I don't need the Advil.
Wow.
I mean, he had to wait because of the time of year it was to get worked on,
Right. Christmas
So-
time, right.
Yeah. So that was, I think, a really good thing.
Yeah, I'd say. feels so good.
Yeah. And I'll do the feet too. Going all the way down to the foot at the top, and starting at the third eye is helpful for the gallbladder meridian. So that's why it helps the mental body so much. It releases all that stress and mental pain, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's really why I started doing it that way. But because I'm working on the limbs where those meridians are, it has that double bonus where it's doing the physical pain too.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's become a really effective tool. And these things just come to me intuitively. I decide I need to get a different tool, and I'll just get it. And then like when I was telling you, it's starting to throw like golden white light on everybody, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like I need to get this, and then they'll tell me why and what I'm doing with it after.
Wow.
So it's become a dance between myself and the angels, and even my soul. Like I'll see my soul do things. For example, when my grandmother was ready to pass, she was in a lot of pain. And this was before I was really doing this, so I didn't really know that I had this ability. I could see my soul, like this white version of me, jump out of my body, and it starts turning down the chakras. And I was like concerned because I was like, but I knew it was me. I wasn't thinking there was anything wrong. But what happened was on my way out after doing that, they said, when you turn down the chakras, you turn down the pain. So I didn't realize that I was doing that for her.
Yeah.
But that was part of that. And also what I found out through her being in that state, you could still comfort them by petting their head. Like I pet her head, and she just turned towards me, even though she was in horrible pain, to let me know that felt really good.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I just think she was afraid to be touched, but I just intuitively knew I could just pet her head and that would help, and it really did. Just that tiny bit of pleasure makes all the difference when you're in that much pain.
Yeah. Aw. She was lucky to have you there.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
She waved to me after she passed. Like
Oh.
I was sitting in the waiting room with my mom. My dad was getting the car, and she. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I stopped it.
That's
Here,
so funny.
move your foot a little bit. She like waved to me, so I
Oh,
knew
wow.
she was fine. So both my grandfather and my grandmother said, "We're okay."
Yeah.
You know. And that was kind of the beginning of my being able to see people. Like I realized I could see people when they passed. People that I knew would be like dancing. So I knew, and there were people, like this was a long time ago, so there were people that I knew were Christian, some people that were not Christian, and everybody was dancing. So it kind of was another confirmation for me that everybody's okay and happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Dancing.
But that's really what started me going, okay, I don't think this is right, so what do I do with this now?
Mm-hmm.
You know? But that was just my path and their way of showing me that everyone's okay.
Yeah. And they're dancing.
They're dancing. They were all dancing. That's what they had in common.
That's beautiful.
I know. Yeah, and they're wearing what they would want to have been wearing when they were alive, you know?
Okay. Like the
my-
tuxedo with the cane?
Yeah, my
grandfather?
grandfather apparently wanted to dance and be like well-to-do to be able to dress like that, right?
Yeah.
And he wasn't, so it was a big deal. And my grandmother, I don't distinctly remember what she wore, except maybe a dress that was her favorite. Like she just picked that.
Uh-huh.
And my mother-in-law was wearing a poodle skirt.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
It was just so cool to see it.
Yeah, that's neat.
It totally takes the sting out of their death.
Yeah.
Because you know they're really happy.
Yeah. And
I
they're
think
still
that's-
vibrant, if
Yeah.
not even more
Much
so.
more so.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, oh no, not at all.
Yeah, I just thought it was wonderful, and I feel like they're never more themselves when they first pass like that, because they get that they get to be whatever they want it to be, and they just kind of do that. They look like that, you know. I see my grandfather now with like black hair instead of gray, and he kind of still looks like that, but he, you know, he looks happier and healthier and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he stays with me. He's the only one of them all that I would see all the time. Like he would just come in here and there just to let me know he was still there.
Oh.
I don't think my mom or my grandmother are, although I can still see them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can still sort of find them visually wherever that is, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think my grandfather's still with me.
It's so reassuring.
Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I know everybody's afraid of that to some extent. In fact, I helped a friend when I was a born-again Christian to feel safe. Like I did the prayer thing with her, you know, and then she felt like, she said, I was afraid that I would go with the little, you know, the little black things that took them in Ghost to hell. Like she's like, that scared me so bad when I saw that, and I was like, oh, I promise that's not true.
Like Death Eaters or something.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm like, I promise that's not true.
Yeah.
So, you know, I helped her through that, and I had seen her later one other time when I saw Jesus, and he said, like, all these people are here because of you, and she waved to me. Yeah. So I feel like I have to speak out about it, because I just think everybody's going to be okay, you know, and I just want people to know that.
Oh, great. I feel all like my bone marrow is tingling.
Isn't that the coolest thing?
Yeah.
So your aura is like a vibrant, like a reddish amber right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Now there's a lot of gold in it. I still do the gold, I guess.
Okay, good,
Even
good.
unconsciously. That's the color I used to see all the time. And I just see various things. When people go through the sound healing meditations, typically they do see color. Not everybody, but most people do. And somebody said to me yesterday, I think I might have seen color, and I was like, oh yeah, that's great, you know, because that's just really common. And everyone was like, yeah, me too. So,
That's cool.
yeah, like people that don't normally see, usually can see that kind of thing. And for me, I'm sorry, I'm going to go over.
That's okay.
Because the third chakra is important. It's where we speak our truth, and sometimes that can really be problematic.
Bingo.
So I try to focus now and just see, you know, if I get a message of any kind. And I say, all is well. like a pretty copper gold with a little bit of pink.
Aww.
Energy heated up there.
It sure did.
Oof.
Yeah.
I saw almost like a white lace come in. The energy looked like white lace. Yeah. Does that mean anything to you? White lace? Doesn't have to.
I inherited a lot of different kinds of lace.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, from both of my grandmothers.
So it means something. That's good.
Yeah.
So maybe they're saying hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say we love you.
Aww.
Yeah.
Get all choked up.
Aw.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I know. It's always nice to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, like I would hear that kind of thing a lot, like all is well, or we love you, or I love you, that kind of thing, and I always acted like, but it's the same message all the time. But here doesn't need to hear that.
That's the truth.
Right?
That's probably the most powerful thing you could say to anyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally didn't get that until the other day. I was like, wow, you know what? Like that is what they say to me that gets me through everything.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
Yeah. It's funny, I tend to get the messages when I'm doing the limbs, either the arms or the legs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And it's not something that you're normally taught. They don't really teach you to do it that way. It's just something that I felt like was an important piece.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started doing that, they started showing me how important it is.
Interesting.
Yeah. Saying white again. Not lace this time though, just white came in.
Okay.
White's always good.
Good. Both at the elbows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. See, you're paying attention.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, you're very awake. Awake just means aware, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in meditation, we tend to be waiting for a message. You know, praying is asking or talking, whatever, and then, you know, when you meditate, you're expecting to receive. So that's why you get quiet. So it doesn't mean you have to shut your brain off. You're actually making it listen or, you know, observe something that comes through, you know, and that's a lot different than having to shut your brain down.
Right.
You know, you're actually paying attention.
Yeah, because every human has that monkey brain, and it's hard to, you're really not turning it off. That's a really good point.
Yeah. So people that think that because their brain is active, you can just allow it to play in the yard and, so to speak, and wait for the message. It's okay. I think it was doing that the other day, and my guide said, it's okay to process. So, like, don't worry about your brain doing its thing. It's like, it's kind of like a data bank in the, you know, it's just processing.
Right.
It gets all this information, it has to do something with it. It's part of integrating what we learn.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't always understand it because there's so many different ways that it's effective.
Processes.
Yeah.
That is so important. That's so true. That was really well said.
Thanks. How are you feeling?
I'm just feeling blessed. This is so nice of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for coming. This means a lot to me, to be able to share all that I do, and I don't ever want to stop doing it. I love it.
And you're so good at it. But this is a special treat, and I'm just so glad that you wanted to be back on the show again and just, share with us all what you do.
Put this on you.
Gosh, I think that might even be too limiting. I feel like pure expansive. Just purely expansive. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Yay. Oh, wonderful. Thanks for joining us on Living It Up, Making Life Juicy with Sharon Kachel. Namaste. Oh, I love you. Hey, this is the I love you, man.